learners, I am Dr. Subodh Kisharwani, working with Indira Gandhi National Open University in School of Management Studies. The topic which we are going to talk today is advanced tool using word processing. We have a previous round of discussion which was focusing more on basics of Microsoft Word. Then we have talked somewhat about how to apply the tools which can facilitate in doing the preamble part of opening of a file. Either it could be the saving the file, or working on a file, making a new file, or merging a file. But now this is something which is considered as an advanced tool using word processing. So when we talk about advanced tool, I think the tool which is quite technologically enabled and where your effort is very less. Mail merge is one of the step in this direction, and you will find out that mail merge provide you a roof to generate a document at one time, and then the same document can be floated to hundreds of people, thousands of people, or the numerous people in one go. The software is going to fetch the information, going to extract the information. Either it could be the name, or it could be the address, or it could be the phone number, or it could be whatever the details, and that details can be automatically extracted from the spreadsheet or the table, and that can automatically work as a mail merge. So the discussion behind this particular discussion is more focusing on what exactly the mail merge is and how we are going to merge the mail and send it to the thousands of people or the n number of people in a very faster mode in a small span. So that is a gist of this particular discussion, and when we go into the depth of that, we find out that it is quite useful as far as the mailing is concerned, because today's scenario is more talking about like how much you are communicative to your counterpart. Either it could be the supplier or consumer, or the channel partners, or the internal mail which need to be sent to the employees. So this mail merge is very important affair as far as this particular concept is concerned, as far as the particular phenomena is concerned. So prior to going into the depth of that, we have already covered in our preceding sessions, starting with the computer, its application, then software, then web application, then business information system, then database management system, then GDPR, IT securities, internet services and email, and then online pay, and then basics of word processing is there. And now we focus more on that how we are going to apply the tool or the advanced tool, so that the things can be executed in a less time with more output and more productivity. So if you see this particular block, this is more talking about the block 3, and we are here in this word processing and talking more about the advanced tool using word processing. Already we have talked a lot about working with word processing and the basics of word processing, and now we are emphasizing more on that how we can use the utility, use the software utility of Microsoft Word. So if you see this particular screen, you will find out that we will talk today about the meaning of mail merge, components of mail merge, how to merge email. Then there are certain equation editors, then tracking and references are there, how we are going to cite or use the bibliography and other things. So anyway, the objective is very clear, that we are going to understand the utility of features of mail merge, create a master document for mail merge, create a data source, or how to link an existing data source and merge, edit and print the created document. So mail merge is a useful tool that will allow you to easily produce multiple letters, labels, envelopes and more using information stored in a list, database or spreadsheet. And in this unit you will learn how to use the mail merge wizard to create a data source and a form letter and explore other wizard features. So additionally you will learn how to use the ribbon commands to access mail merge tools outside of the wizard. So what we have seen in our preceding session, that we have started with the ribbon commands. Ribbon commands are the commands which are interlinked with one another, and the moment you click on that particular icons, you will find out that a lot of the selected points come. So like if we want to click on the particular table, we can click on using the ribbon command, we can click on the table and we find out that number of rows and columns are automatically comes. So if we select the 5 rows or 7 columns, if we select, automatically it will be displayed on the text document or the screen. So very easily you can do that. So this Daemon command is quite ready reckoner kind of, which could be quite useful as far as this usage of the software is concerned. So mail merge feature, if we talk about the mail merge features of MS Word, is an important feature for everyday office and work for mailing documents to different individuals. It makes the job simpler and easy to execute. Many times in the office environment, we need to send the same content of a letter to different individual or addresses, and with the use of mail merge, we can send the same letter to a number of person without typing the receiver's detail again and again. So we can also print envelopes label of different addresses using these features. So in an office environment, many times a similar type of letter or document is needed to be sent to many individuals at different destinations. So this is a position where you require a mail merge. So these documents may contain the receiver's informations like name, address, phone number, etc. with the main content. The purpose is to individualize the information, for example, a personal invitation to meeting or function. And if the recipients are smaller in number, it can be done by typing the information of each individual and making copies of the same letter. So, but if the number of recipients intended huge, that manual typing may be time consuming and prone to errors. I think mail merge eliminates such issues, and hundreds of letters can be created with individualized contents with the main content within minutes. So the volume of the recipients become immaterial, and mail merge, in other words, is the process of transferring selected information from one document to another document. So, and if we talk about the mail merge features allows you to write to many different people with the same information, which can be modified for each individual. And mail merge involves creating two documents, a main document, a mail merge file, and a data source. Combining these files into a single document automates time consuming tasks such as form, letters, label, memos, and reports. So the mail merge file with hold special symbols like mail merge fields, which will substitute the name and address and other relevant information stored in the data file. So from the mailing tab, select start mail merge and select step by step mail merge wizard. So what we have seen that we will go to this particular icon, and there we will find out start mail merge, and then we will see that how this step by step mail merge wizard is going to follow. So components of mail merge. To execute mail merge, following two main components are required. The letter, also called the main document, which need to be merged. Data source with proper header row, which contains the information of the individuals for whom letter to be generated. Header row for the data source is important because it plays the role of linkages between data and document. So mail merge options of the MS Word read the data and merge it with the main document to generate letters for all in the data source. So main document is at the one side and data source is other side. So very easily we can merge it. So the mail merge, if we talk about, is a main document is the common letter which contains the common content for each of the merged document. It contains field names which are inserted at required places in the document, which contains the instruction for carrying out the merge. And if we talk about the data source is the record of individuals to whom letters to be sent, also called data file. The information stored in the data file is brought into main document by mail merge. The data file table should contain a column for each category of information, like for a name one column, for phone no other column. Header row, the first row of the table, it contains field names which indicate the type of information in each column. Each field name must be unique and must begin with an alphabet letter. So if we talk about the form letter is a document created out of mail merge which contains the content of the main document with each piece of information from the data source. So if we have 50 rows of information, the data source from letter will be of 50 pages with the same content but change field information from the data source. So now the question comes, how to mail merge? The process of mail merge is there: create the data source, create the main document, merge the data with the document. So to use mail merge, select the mailing on the ribbon, select the start mail merge command, select step by step mail merge wizard. So the mail merge task pane appears and will guide you through the 6 main steps to complete a merge, and you will have several decisions to make during the process. So the following example is how to create a form letter and merge the letters with a data list. So step 1 to 3, if we talk about, choose the type of document you want to create. In this particular example, we will see that how the things are going to be done. Then click next, starting document to move to step 2, then use the current document. So and when we are going to click customize in dialog box, the customize address list dialog box appears. Select any field you do not need and click delete. So click yes to confirm that you want to delete the field, continue to delete any unnecessary fields, and then continue to add any field necessary. So to customize the new address list, I think enter the necessary data in the new address list dialog box, click new entry to the another record, click close when you have entered all of your data records, enter the field name you want to save the data list as, choose the location where you want to save the file, click save, the mail merge recipient dialog box appears and displays all of the data records in the list. Confirm that the data list is correct and click OK. So this is the manner. So now step 4 to 6, when you're going to talk about, write a letter in the current Word document or use an open existing document. So to insert recipient data from the list, place the insertion point in the document where you want the information to appear. Select address block, greeting line or electronic postage from the task pane. A dialog box with option will appear based on your selection. So this is the way by which to create an if we are going to create an Excel spreadsheet, creating a header for each field, example given name, address, city, state, pin code, email ID, etc. It is preferred that name should be divided to first name and last name in 2 response column for filtering alphabetically if needed. And if you are using currency symbol in amount, do not use Excel formatting, rather change the column or next, otherwise the dollar sign will not show up in your letter, or the rupee sign which we are going to use as far as the Indian currency is concerned. So this is the way by which we are going to do that. And mail merge basics, if we are going to talk about, mail merge is used to create a set of documents for many people. Each document has the same information but the content is personalized. And data, we see that data Excel is there, then Word document is there, and when you are going to mail merge, the Word template comes. And when you are going to make the Word template, I think it comes in the form of name, surname, then the institution designation, then address, and then email, or so it will come. And if you are going to merge document, I think the body content of that particular document remains the same, but as far as the header or the description is concerned, or the footer part is concerned, is going to be replaced by this merge. So the beauty behind is that your lot of time is going to be saved, because if the number of copies are quite multiple in nature, I think there is a great use of mail merge. So step 1, if you're going to talk about the Excel file, 1 row for each student, 1 column for each bit of data, and then label each column, and you will find out that data of another student is there, and then add data about the homework completion and date of the student. So write a format letter as usual, put a placeholder word where you want the personalized information to go, and then name and score is there. So mail merge is going to do the things in this way, and dear name family is there, and now this name is going to be replaced by the spreadsheet where we have put the name. So summary of mail merge is that select document type letter, select starting document, use the current document, select recipient, use an existing list, browse, select Excel file, may want to sort a filter, write your letter, insert merge fields, preview your letter, complete the merge, edit individual letters. So this is the way by which the things are going to be done. And if we are going to perform the merge, I think this is the modus operandi by which we are going to do. Select the document type, a task pane appears to right of the document and is visible throughout the entire mail merge procedure. And then select the letters at the bottom of the task pane. Step 1 to 6 is follow, and next starting document is going to be there. So you have a choice of using the current document, the blank document displayed on screen, starting from a template. If you have previously created a template of a choice, would prefer to use one of Word's own mail merge template, start from an existing document. This could be a document that already contains pre-typed text, and use the current document. So from the 3 choices in select recipient, choose type a new list, that is click on create, and then new address list is going to be done. So you will find out that you can remove fields you don't need, for example like email address, work phone, home phone, country or region, zip code, state. So this you can eliminate, and whatever you want you can add it. So to complete the address list, the field postcode should be added, and in the example, applicants are being invited to attend a job interview, therefore fields date and time need to be added also to the address list. So this is the manner by which you are going to do, and you can do a lot of customization or temper the text as per your requirement. So enter the recipient name and address as the example below is there, and this is the way by which the things are. So complete this letter with an appropriate ending such as yours faithfully or yours sincerely, and add your name. So save the letter with a name you won't forget, such as master1 docx, and this is the master letter for the mail merge. So you will find out that automatically the result is going to appear, and when you complete the merge and choose edit individual letters in the merge to new document all and click OK to create a separate letter for each recipient. So it is now possible to edit individual letters without affecting the remaining correspondence, and then saving the letter is there. The merge letters are all contained in one file. Save this file, click on the file tab on the word ribbon. You can copy and paste any of these letters into an individual file. So now the included picture is, if you see this, the beauty of that, the mail merge not only transfer the text from Excel to Word, but on the other hand, somewhere if you require a picture which need to be merged from the particular video or the particular image folders, that can also be governed with the help of step-by-step format. So mail merge is a fancy, and certain icons are also need to be done or need to be incorporated when you want that. So and now since talking about the mail merge, the next is the tracking, which is very important, because tracking is have a different impact, because when we write a text and when these texts are gone to different hands, I think either they can take the print or make the correction physically, or the other option is that they can make the amendment, they can make the changes in that particular file at the same juncture. So tracking provide a roof to the different individuals to work on a same file with their own way of doing it. So rather than physically making the correction, they make the correction on the same file, and the owner of that particular the document can very easily view that how many people have suggested what and when and what they have suggested and what need to be done more. So tracking is a very important affair, because the track changes function in Word allows you to keep a record of amendments made to a document. You can then choose to accept or reject the amendments. It is a useful tool for managing changes made by several reviewers to the same document. So track changes is an extremely useful function built into MS Word. It allows an author to review every change an editor has made to the original document and then decide whether to accept or reject all of them, none of them, or to accept, reject each one individually. So the editor comments can be handled in much the same manner from the review toolbar. The author can also examine either the original or final version of the document with or without displaying the editorial markup. This makes it an ideal tool for an editor who wishes to communicate clearly and ensure that author has ultimate control over the finished product. The track changes function in this software has been available at least since the introduction of Word for Windows, almost from the beginning in the Word, and it has always operated essentially the same way. Go to View tab and click it, then move your cursor to Toolbars in the drop-down menu and turn on the Review toolbar. So from there you will be able to make all the decisions we just discussed, or you can simply right-click any individual correction in the text in order to bring up these options. It works the same on a MacBook also. In fact, the Review toolbar in MS Word for Mac looks nearly identical to the one described below for MS Word. A few changes in appearance have occurred over the years, however. So the biggest the change when Microsoft introduced the ribbon philosophy, and so this could be there. So how do you use the tracking in Microsoft Word? Turn on the track changes on the Review tab, go to tracking. In the track changes drop down list, do one of the following to track only the changes you make to the document. Select just mine to track changes to the document made by all users. Select for everyone. So this is a way by which the thing is there. If we go to the home page of Microsoft Word, you find out this kind of window is coming up, and there's a tracking concept. So the moment you click on the track changes, the three thing is coming up, track changes, changing track option, changing username, and then final show markup and review page. Final show markup is something like whatever the changes occurred, it is going to be apply, and then and show markup is there, whatever the changes the different people have done it. So it will come with a different color and different view. So very easily you can distinguish, very easily you can differentiate your work. So this is where the thing is there. And now what is references? So references is a relationship between two objects in which one object designates or acts as a means by which to connect to or link to another object. References features in many spheres of human activity and knowledge, and then the term adopts shades of meaning particular to the context in which it is used. So how do you use reference in Word? So put your cursor at the end of the text you want to cite, go to references, insert citation, and choose the source you are citing. So to add details like page numbers, if you are citing a book, select citations option and then edit citation. So this is the way by which you have to go to references, then insert citation is there, and finally you will find out that the tools are coming. So properly formatting bibliographies has always driven student crazy. With modern versions of Microsoft Word, through the process is streamlined to the point of almost being automatic. And today we are going to show you how to add citations and bibliographies to your Word document. So the techniques we are going to cover here should work for Microsoft Word 2007, 2010 and then 2017 version. So the screenshots are all taken in the latest version of Word 2016. So your version might look slightly different, but it works the same way. So creating source and adding citations to your text. When you are working on any Word document, place your cursor where you want the citation to place, switch to the references, tap to the ribbon and then click the insert citation button. So the pop-up menu that appears shows any sources you have already added, and we will get to that in a moment. But to add to new source, just click the add new source and command. Creating a bibliography. So when your document finishes, you will want to add a bibliography that lists all your sources. Head to the end of a document and create a new page using layout, breaks, page, break, switch over the references tab and click the bibliography button. So you can select from a few pre-formatted bibliography styles with headers, or you can click the insert bibliography option to add one without any header or extra formatting. So backup and retrieve your sources is there. What you frequently write papers on similar topics, you don't want to have to re-enter the source information to Word each time. Word has you covered here too. So every time you enter a new source, it is saved in what Word calls the master source list. For each new document, you can retrieve and sources from the master list and apply them to your current project. So on the reference tab, click the manage source button. I think I have talked a lot about mail merge, I have talked a lot about tracking and how to make a review in that particular file so that the corrections can be incorporated. So this is all about the discussion what we have done in our particular the presentation today. We started with the mail merge, then talking about the tracking, then differences, and a lot of advanced tools are there which is quite useful as far as the revamping a document is concerned. So Microsoft Word is playing a very important role in this direction, because as an entrepreneur, writing habit or making the report, either it could be the detailed project report or the business letters or the applications or the mail which need to be sent to the particular employees or to the suppliers or to the customers, need to be quite catchy in nature. So this is a way, this is a platform which can give you a good way to interpret your words with the help of certain languages and certain alignments. So if the letter is quite impressive, I think somewhere it can helpful in generating a business and interacting in a more agile manner with the clients. Thank you very much. We will have some more sessions in coming days which focus more on the computer application business and how the computer is going to enhance the business and helpful to the learners by and large. Thank you very much.